Welcome to the Shit Apple Podcast, where daily life gets dragged through the mud, wrapped in questionable wisdom, and served piping hot with zero shame. Well, someone's got to say the crazy stuff you're already thinking.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Shit Apple Podcast. We are here with Diana and Tiffany and me, Shelly, and we are going to talk about conspiracy theories. But first, I send it to Diana. She has something to tell me.
I do.
Us.
This
Excuse
is
us.
a little
Excuse
bit
me.
like sad, but
Oh, what?
well,
It's
you
sad.
didn't see that coming, did you?
Oh, no.
You're no psychic. So the other day I got home, and I almost thought I had to file for divorce. You guys.
What?
Yeah, I got.
Does
home.
Arash chew his ice like Bill?
No,
Oh.
no. I got home and Arash, I wasn't expecting to see this in my house. He had a box of Skechers from.
No. No.
I was like, I would never.
What?
Ever.
Man Skechers?
Yeah, he's like, oh, they were such a good deal at Costco. I'm like,
Oh,
you
my
take those
God.
back immediately.
Now. Oh, my God. I don't even know if I
Absolutely
could ever
not.
look
I
at him
literally
again.
had to question my marriage. I was like, did I make the wrong choice? Did I make the
Diana,
wrong choice?
this is serious.
I can't tell you how heartbroken I was. I was like, I picked the wrong person, guys. It's been all this time, but this was the deal breaker.
Is it the ones where you put your foot in and it just slides in?
Diana, you should just get the kids and come live with
I
me.
know. I thought about it. I was like,
this is
it was.
terrible news.
Arash, they're ragging on you bad, dude.
I
Tiffany,
was-
this is sketchy.
No, I mean, Lady Boner goes, "Wah!"
I'm
know what
just
I mean?
telling you, I was like, is he 80?
Wait a-
Is he 80? My own dad didn't get Skechers until he hit 80.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Even Joe Montana only wears Skechers because he gets paid.
Yeah, if
okay?
you're getting paid by
He gets
Skechers-
paid, man.
True.
Okay, that's all I got.
Holy
That's all I got.
shit.
That's all I got on the weekend.
Okay,
know.
so did he return them or
It's on the
are
to-do
you guys
list.
getting a divorce?
I'll keep you posted. He's traveling.
You live
now.
next door to a divorce attorney. Run next
Oh, yeah.
door and just
I already
see
made
what your
friends
options
with her.
are.
She knows. Me,
Oh,
just in
Rosh,
case.
that is hilarious, Diana. Number one, it's hilarious. Number two, I absolutely,
So
broke
you're
up
saying
with
you
a
would support me?
100%.
Emotionally.
like we're
and
in,
financially.
we're at trial and we're like, yes, Your Honor. What's the reason of the divorce? Oh, he wore Skechers. He bought Skechers.
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
I broke up with a guy a long time ago. I mean, many moons ago, because he had purple wrestling shoes. He was a wrestler. And I looked in his closet. I was like,
No.
what's
And
that?
aren't wrestling shoes all tight
Oh,
and tiny?
yeah, it's kind of weird anyway.
They're almost like
right?
ballet shoes.
They are. They're so sweet and cute and thin. But purple,
Bad.
Especially back in the 90s.
Was he a wrestler?
Yeah, he was a
A
wrestler.
Oh,
It was The Rock.
awkward.
Anyway,
Awkward.
it was awkward. Yeah, so I get it. The shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, even Bill wears like Brooks, and I'm like, I'm on. But he used to run. He used to run a lot, and that's
like some of
running
those shoes are kind
coming
of
back.
popular.
Yeah.
So
It's not Skechers.
no, it's Skechers.
But they're not Skechers. But he's still on thin ice.
Okay.
And he chomps his ice. So
Okay.
I don't know. I should talk to
I
your
mean,
neighbor.
but this is a pro tip. If you want to get a divorce, but you don't want to initiate it, get Skechers.
That is true.
Yeah, it's better than cheating or
Yeah. If you,
Oh my
if you don't
God,
know
that
how to
would
end
work
it,
better than
if you
cheating.
don't know how to end it, this will seal the deal. Go head on over to Costco and get you some Skechers.
Right? Oh my God.
Skechers.
Did you laugh at him? Like, did he get upset?
Yeah, no, I came in and I was like, "What the fuck? I can't. You have."
get them out of my house
I'm like, this,
immediately.
if you're trying
Take
to tell
you
me
and that
something
trash
that you want a
out.
divorce, there's better ways.
Good
But
thing he bought them at Costco.
anyway,
He
yeah.
did. Do they have him at Costco?
Yeah. Where else does he shop? Costco.
Well, that's true. Bill's
Oh my gosh.
draped
Anyway.
in Costco every day.
Anyways,
got
back to
Costco drip.
conspiracy theories.
Okay,
He's got the
circling back
Costco
to
Riz.
conspiracy theories.
Okay. All right. So
Take it away.
Conspiracy theories.
So recently, some women went to space.
Yes.
And there's an argument that these women didn't go to space. Do we think they went to space?
I do not.
So Shelley's on the.
I don't think anybody goes to space. I don't think anybody
about
went to the
Space Force?
moon. Space Wars.
Space Force.
Horse?
Space Force.
I don't know what Space Force
Like
is.
what?
What's Space Force?
Isn't that the thing that that program? SpaceX.
Oh,
okay, owned by. Oh yeah, your favorite company.
Oh, I saw that. Did you guys? I have this story about space. That's the rocket, right?
Yeah.
But there's nobody in the rocket, right? Right? There's
I-
nobody
I
in the
don't
rocket.
know a lot about rockets and space.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, the first time, let me check. Okay, the first time we saw a rocket, Bill and I and Layla and Cameron were on our way to California on the 10, okay? And
The 405 to the 101.
what are you doing here? No, but we were on the 10, headed towards the 210. But there was this thing going up, like this thing in the sky was going up, and then I was like, "What is that? That's so weird." And it kept getting bigger.
Shelly
and
always
bigger.
says when something's going, she's like, "It's the rapture."
I do. I did. I was like, "Is this the rapture? Is this a missile? Has North Korea gotten it together? You know, I mean."
I think they are together. They just
Well,
have to push the
listen,
button.
I don't know. I was just like, this is it. This is the end. And it went, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, on the 10 freeway, so I was like, Bill, we should pull over. Like, because it was getting bigger and brighter and brighter and brighter. I'm like, we should pull over. And there was an AM PM up above. And in my mind, you know, I have Cameron, who's probably like 2 years old at the time, let's just say. I'm like, oh my God, I got to go to that AM PM. I got to get him milk. This is where I live now. You know, I live in the desert. I was thinking I'm like Rick Grimes
Oh
from
my
The Walking
gosh.
Dead. But so anyway, it was funny at the time. I don't know if I told it funny, but dude, it was really scary. And
it was
I
just the
believe in the
rockets.
rockets, but I don't think there's anyone in the rockets. And I sure as heck don't believe Katy Perry's punk ass went to space. Okay.
Okay.
And why did we
But
give
why
her?
would she lie about it? I was just devil's advocate here.
I think it was. They thought it was a.
Well, maybe those women thought they went to space.
Okay.
And
It
they were
was
just
just-
like, they're like, just kind
It was
of.
like the thing at Universal Studios.
Yeah, it had like a green screen, and they looked like they
Space
were
tours.
in space. It was
It's just their chair shaking.
It was
at
a
the space
4D
dock.
Space
ride.
tours.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, okay, so did they go to space or did they, you know how do you guys remember the Concorde, that airplane that used to like get right up, you know, before it went outside of the atmosphere?
No, man.
Okay, well,
I just remembered that,
Yeah.
like, the U.S. and then like Russia.
Yeah.
And they were like trying to get to the moon first.
yeah,
And so, the U.S. like got there first.
yeah.
But is that real?
I don't think so.
Did we land on the moon?
So they say.
So they say.
I
But
think
do
so.
you? But where do you?
I don't
weigh
really know enough
in?
about it. I just believe it because why would they lie about
I
it?
don't know. We have a friend that told us a bunch of stuff, and it sounded really good. But I will tell you, when I was even a kid, I remember asking my parents. I was like, "Why? You know, do you think we really went to the moon, Mom and Dad, or whatever?" I don't know. Why didn't we go back? Why didn't we?
Because there's no. What's the point?
I
of
don't
going
think
back?
we
I don't
landed
know.
on the moon.
I don't think.
I
we
don't
I
did.
think
think
a
it's
lot of
real.
people think that. A lot
But
of
Buzz
people think that.
Aldrin, who was one of the guys, actually said it before he died. But people say he had
He said what?
dementia. He said, you know, we did
didn't
not go
go?
to the moon.
I
People
didn't know
with dementia
that.
say
Yeah.
true stuff all the time.
Yeah. Huh?
People
He
with
said
dementia
that
say stuff
before
that's
he
true all the
died?
time.
Well, that's what they were saying. Oh, he was.
When did we land on the moon? In the 50s?
I think it
No.
was 69.
Oh, okay.
Right?
But like
69?
In my mind, where's technology in the 60s? I
Dude.
mean, we barely had modern medicine.
Agreed.
Babies
We
were
can't
not
cure a
even
That's not
cold.
true.
We can't cure a
Babies
cold.
were dying because they couldn't even keep a damn baby alive. But we're flying up to space. We're getting out of the aircraft. We're walking out.
Planting
on this.
a flag.
I mean, like it just seems so far fetched for that time
It
frame.
does. It does.
There were so many things that weren't invented. We had black and white televisions. We didn't
Yeah.
even have a remote.
In fact, I
That's
think
true.
televisions were invented in the 50s, so
And
But
when
we
were-
made a rocket that flies to the moon. I mean,
Really
it's just
fast.
But computers
insane.
were invented not that late
Well,
after, in the 70s.
yeah,
The
but they were
first
crappy.
computers.
They were like DOS.
I know, but they
you
were,
know.
yeah, DOS-based, sure.
They didn't even have a remote control for your
Yeah,
television.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
It
they
wasn't
didn't-
even
Because
like,
they were too busy building the rocket.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
I don't think they landed. I used to always believe it, but recently I've been kind of like, I don't think it's
I
true.
know.
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I question everything now.
I do. I'm with you.
Yeah, and it felt weird, and then like it looked like it was real. So somebody showed me. Oh, we have that friend. He doesn't want to say his name, but he's funny, and he sent me something that like the door just popped open so easily when they landed. The girls.
That's what I'm saying.
It was like bing bong, you know, and they just
Are you
opened up
talking
the
about
door.
the person we talked about having as a guest?
Yeah.
Oh, he's side texting you now?
Yeah, I told
Okay.
you. After we hung out at the bar
Okay.
with Bill.
What another shock. Another night at Handlebar J's.
Bringing people together.
Well, it was our friend's birthday.
Yeah.
Creating one friendship after the next.
Yeah, man.
Handlebar J's.
All right.
But yeah, he
That should be
sent me a
their
couple of
tagline, by the
things,
way.
and yeah, he was like, "Look how easy the door just popped open." It was like,
Yeah, like it should be like big, heavy duty latches and like.
Yeah. I don't know. I
It
don't
is
believe
weird. It is weird.
I don't believe in the babes going up to space. I mean, I believe they went somewhere, but I don't believe they. I don't know.
Well,
I
I was in Indianapolis this weekend for the Indy 500.
Shake and bake.
And we happened to see a guy. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. His name is Keanu Reeves.
Oh no, I know him by John Wick.
Is he a big Indy 500 guy?
I don't know that. He must be in some capacity, but
Yeah.
he was in the Matrix, and I always like say like it's a glitch. Like it's a glitch.
There's
in
a
the Matrix.
glitch in the
Like,
Matrix,
When
yeah.
when something happens in life, you're like, oh, it's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like, do you believe, or like that movie you talk about?
Yeah, that
What's that
movie,
movie?
With Harry Styles. Everything will be all right, darling.
Yeah,
darling.
everything's going to be all right, darling. Or
Okay.
something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. Yeah,
Or like the Truman Show.
Yeah. Well, the Truman Show is different. The Truman Show is
was
like
just one guy.
it was one guy, and everybody was watching him. These are things like where they believe we're being controlled. Who
Yeah,
else
we're an
believes? Elon believes that, right? Elon Musk, that we're all being controlled by something, or like in everything's gonna be all right, darling. Do you want me to tell you the end?
I
Okay.
mean, spoiler
So-
alert,
I'm
audience.
always amazed that you can
Spoiler
remember
alert.
the end.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
I'm-
not
like,
always,
I
but
haven't seen
she's
it.
laying there. They're literally like in a crap hole apartment.
Yeah.
And there's stuff connected to their brains, and everything they're living out is
It's like the Matrix.
it's the Matrix.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's weird, right? Like sometimes, like why do we have deja vu?
Right. What
Deja
is
vu freaks me
deja
out.
vu?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried
That's
to
such
explain
a good
deja
point.
vu to your kids? Like, oh, I feel like when they say
Yeah.
it, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's deja vu, but like,
Yeah, they're
I don't
like-
yeah.
No,
That's a good point.
Cameron, I think one time told me, I think it was Cameron, he was like, I feel like I said this before, or like this happened before. I'm like, oh, that's deja vu. And he's like, huh?
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, why does that happen?
I always there was like this intersection by where I used to live, and it was a glitch because there was no stop sign where it was supposed to be a stop sign. Like it's a glitch in the Matrix. The stop sign's out. Like they didn't put the stop sign in. I'm like
Yeah.
always have that thought that it's glitching.
Yeah,
the world's
maybe.
glitching.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's a little far fetched, but
It's
Is
a
it?
lot far fetched.
it's a lot far fetched.
It's
The
a
moon
lot.
landing is a little more I could see it being fake, but the Matrix thing might be a little. But that is one of my favorite movies, The Matrix.
Matrix.
And I love Keanu
Just
Reeves.
number one. I
freaking love him.
The Matrix 2 and 3, I got lost on.
Oh no,
But Matrix
just one. Only one.
Chef's Kiss. It was
Such a great
one of
movie.
the best movies ever. Yeah.
Have you even seen that?
I've seen parts of it. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I
we
saw
watch
it a long time ago.
It's
saw it a long time.
sci-fi. She hates
I
sci-fi.
also can't remember. I saw that movie like over 20 years
was a
ago.
long
One of the
time.
greatest movies. I
can't
quote it all the
remember.
time.
It was a long time.
Like, do you rewatch it that you can quote it? I mean, holy shit.
Well, when it came out, I rewatched it
Yeah.
many times, so it's kind of
Okay.
ingrained in my brain. But
I bet it's a good watch.
I feel like
bet
I
it
could let
holds
the
up.
kids watch that.
watch it with your kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they would
Summer-
like that.
good summer
But
watch.
you know, I love Keanu Reeves mostly for John Wick now. I mean, I love.
He is really good. I just love him. I love Speed
Keanu's
too.
the
Oh
best.
god, I love Speed.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one
Speed.
with?
Did you not see that either?
Is that the one with the train? They're on the train.
No, the bus.
The bus.
Such a good movie. Get the hell out
Sandra
of here.
Bullock.
I
the
don't
first
like
one.
her anymore. She doesn't know
I
any
saw
of the movies.
Edward Scissorhands. That, isn't
That's
that,
Johnny.
Edward Scissorhands. What?
That's
Stop
Johnny Depp,
it.
and
Okay,
it's
same
it's
thing.
terrible. I think.
No, I
what-
like Edward Scissorhands.
I don't. I don't. I think
my
it's
God.
dumb. I think all Tim Burton's movies are dumb except for
I don't
Beetlejuice.
know.
oh.
I don't know about that, but whatever. You
And
need
I had to
like
watch
more
it 50
movies.
times
What are
before I
you
liked it.
watching? Weird shit.
Well, I don't have time to watch.
What's your
TV.
favorite movie?
I don't. Oh, okay, Moulin Rouge.
What the fuck? Get her out.
What?
Moulin Rouge. Okay, this is how you ruin a movie.
Wait a
You make it a
minute.
musical.
I think it's such
Are
a
you
good movie.
joking?
She's disgusting.
No. No.
Ew.
I don't like that show, that movie.
Did you
but
like Wicked?
I didn't see the movie, but I saw the play and I did like it. So in your face.
I'm shocked.
That's like 5
I
strikes.
don't
I
have
think-
a favorite
How many strikes
movie.
does she get for this choice?
I think that's like 3 strikes in one.
Yes, it's more
Like
than
what?
one.
You like listening to Richard Gere and,
Okay,
and Nicole Kidman
I
sing?
have dubbed her the
What are they
national
in?
treasurer.
Mulan. Oh, that's
That's
Chicago.
not Richard Gere.
No,
That's
National
Pretty
Treasure.
Woman.
Okay, she was our national treasure,
Yeah.
but I don't know. You might have
I
just got
still am. I
demoted,
still
bro.
am.
You just got demoted.
Moulin Rouge.
I don't have
Moulin
a favorite
Rouge.
movie.
Is that with Nicole Kidman? Who
That's
the hell
what I
is in
just
that?
said.
Beaches? Is that a good one?
Oh, I love Beaches.
Okay,
But
that-
depressing.
Yeah, but that was like a movie I watched on repeat.
Do you have a
Dirty
movie
Dancing.
this of the
Moulin
2000s?
Rouge. I'm
Can't be
so upset with you.
Sorry,
I'm
guys.
so upset
I don't
with
have
her.
time to be watching movies on repeat, Tiffany.
Who's in Moulin Rouge? That's Nicole Kidman.
You
Oh my
sleep
God, it was like
too
the
much
best.
or something.
Yeah, it's like the best love story.
Who's in?
Ewan McGregor.
Oh my God,
Nicole
my-
Kidman.
I'm-
Moving on.
I'm speechless, which is
I'm-
rare. This is what you. Yeah, this is like your
Okay,
Twilight
what's your
party.
favorite movie? Don't say Star Wars.
Of all time, my favorite movie is E.T. Okay,
That's
Okay.
shocking for you.
I
That's a good
love
movie.
E.T. It's
That's
great.
an old movie.
But let me just say, I mean, I'm a Ron Burgundy fan. I'm a Ricky Bobby
Ron
fan. I
Burgundy
mean,
is
I'm
amazing.
all in Will Ferrell. What movie have I just seen recently? I mean, I like a lot of Marvel. I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I'm not into that.
Oh, I love Solo. You know, Han Solo, the movie Solo. I like anything with
just one.
Chewbacca.
She's kind of a boy. You're kind of a
I'm
dude.
anything with Chewbacca. In fact, my pajamas at nighttime are Chewbacca and shorts.
you should
You're
be
kind of a
embarrassed.
guy.
You should be embarrassed.
I'm
You're
not
kind of a
embarrassed.
guy.
I'm a
No,
G.
those are. Excuse me. You can't say anything.
What do you wear, like a shirt of Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor. Ew.
Fuck you both. Okay, moving on. Moving on.
Yeah, let's move on because it's upsetting.
Yes,
It is. Diana.
Okay, so we're gonna.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, I have a bunch.
Okay,
Twilight.
then it's not your favorite. You can't have 20
Twilight
movies and be like,
was not. Fun fact: Twilight was not my favorite movie. It just.
Oh, God.
I love the books, and
What
then
was
the
your
movie
favorite
came
movie?
out. Oh,
you can only pick one. A favorite is the top.
My all-time favorite is E.T. Hers
Okay.
is Moulin Rouge. What's
I
yours?
love My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
It's like one of my
I
favorite
mean, it's not a
movies.
lot,
But
of,
that
not
reminds
a
me
lot of depth in there.
the
But
two
okay.
Utes.
Yeah, Bill loves that. If it's on, we're watching it.
I love My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
It gives-
Anything, oh my God. How did
Dirty
I forget his
Dancing
name?
is a great one. Don't say ew.
Oh,
I like Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
I feel like I overwatched Dirty
I
Dancing.
loved Karate Kid.
Okay, you guys, we're talking about
Oh,
conspiracy
sorry.
theories.
Conspiracy theories.
We can have a movie. We can
There's a
make fun of her
glitch
later.
in the Matrix.
We can
Yeah.
make fun of her later. 'cause
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay. We will.
forever.
And
Lots
we
of
will.
time.
We will.
Okay.
We will.
Okay, so we're
There's
gonna go
lots of
through
time.
some weird conspiracy theories and kind of where we
Okay.
stand
Let's
on them.
just vote if we believe or don't believe.
Okay.
Okay, the Amelia Earhart was eaten by crabs.
Well,
What-
possible.
Okay, I think that's possible too. If she
crashed.
crashed, and her dead body's
Well,
there.
they
crabs-
ran out of fuel, right? She
Right.
was circling and circling, and they couldn't figure out the signal, and so she landed on another island off of where she was supposed to land. One of
Right.
those small
So was
other
she
islands.
dead and the crabs ate her, or
That's
they
what I
killed
mean.
her?
If she's
and
laying
ate
there
her?
dead, the crabs could have eaten
I
her.
Oh, the
think
crabs will eat anything.
Yes.
Crabs are
They're like
they're
pigs.
scavengers.
Yeah.
I think
That's-
there is something to support that she landed somewhere, and then there was like
But
indigenous
that's why we never
people.
found her body.
Well, they found bones
Oh, they
like
did?
years later,
didn't know
yes, but that were very similar to her bone structure, but they didn't have anything to compare it
Also,
to.
why do you know this?
Because I have
Research?
read about it. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't know any facts, but
Okay.
any
All right,
hardcore facts. But
Okay.
yes,
All right,
there's a little
Shelly, you
something
take.
there.
You want to take
Okay,
this one? 'Cause
so
since you have such a
so since
hate.
I don't hate Beyonce. I just don't get it. You
yeah.
know?
Okay.
Beyonce was never pregnant. She had a surrogate and pretended she was pregnant.
That's believable. I could.
I mean, did you guys see like when she
But
sat
what
down?
would be the motivation?
But I don't know because she's supposed to be perfect, right?
she would get a lot of hate from the
Well,
community.
it will ruin your body. I've had twins, and it doesn't do good things.
Well,
for
you've
you.
had 5 kids, and you got a banging body.
Yeah,
so I
you
don't
do.
know.
Well, Stephanie, did the twins mess you up a little more than the
Also
single one?
has 5 kids and has a banging body.
Yeah, that's true.
The
Wish I had 5 kids.
I mean,
I only had 2. I should have had 3 more. Then maybe I'd have better luck.
I don't know. The twins really kind of messed me up, but they were my last 2, so maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
But still, that was her first. That was Blue Ivy, the not good dancer.
Uh-oh.
I slipped that in.
Okay.
Oh.
She's so weird and she's like Slender Man. It's
Because
like
she's a
oh.
little girl.
Then don't let her
She'll
dance.
grow into her body.
Yeah.
I'm judgy.
Okay, and her belly folded, you were saying?
But her belly fold. You guys can literally watch this. She sat down at an award show, and like she had her belly, and it went.
I need to look that up, actually.
Look it up. It's real.
Where
I
can
mean,
I find this on
I mean,
TikTok?
people can-
Just Google Beyonce's deflated belly.
Okay.
It's for real. I mean, you'll see it.
That she probably had Jay-Z arrested so it could take all this limelight off of her deflating
Wait,
belly.
did Jay-Z get arrested?
Not Jay-Z. I'm sorry.
Diddy?
Diddy. Yes.
That's good stuff.
Well,
Jay-Z's next.
I hope.
That's a whole episode.
That's a
faux
whole
show.
That's a whole episode
thing.
that they've been.
It's so disturbing, though. Like, I've gone too
It's
deep
disgusting.
and there's
it's
so
hard.
many different theories about how it all went down.
There's
But
no
again,
theory. He's a monster,
No, but
and I
how
hope he
it
gets
all
shanked in
went
prison.
down. Like
He's
how
too
he
protected,
got,
I think.
He's just like the Chrisleys. He's gonna get
Pardoned.
Pardoned.
That's a
Stupid
conspiracy
Chrisleys.
theory.
The Chrisleys got. I thought they went to jail.
That just
He
happened
just
today.
Donald Trump pardoned. No, don't. It was a couple
Yesterday.
days ago.
Wait, what?
She's decked out in Trump gear, and she's like, "Thank you, Donald."
The
Trump."
daughter? I saw her with the hat, but I
Yeah.
didn't have the
That
sound
was
on.
part of the
They got
deal. She had to
pardoned.
sign that. She had to wear all the merch in order to
But
get
by the
pardoned.
way, I mean, what did he do?
He stole
Tax fraud
tax
and
evasion,
stole for lots of people from
I
banks,
mean,
mainly, I guess. But
blue collar crime.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, but pro tip:
Look
people.
at Teresa Giudice.
And now for the
Giudice.
second time.
Mike, the situation, Sorianto.
He had to go too.
He went to prison.
clink?
Yeah, he got out of
Okay,
prison.
pro tip: if you're on reality TV, don't steal
the
and
law.
then flaunt
Yeah.
it.
But unless
That's what
you're
got
the
him on there.
Chrisleys, unless you're
Yeah,
nice,
unless
bright,
you're tight
white.
with Donald Trump.
Okay, I did not, but they've been in prison this whole time.
Well, not anymore.
but they were in prison for
one son was
quite a
picking
few
up the
years.
mom, she picked up the dad, or something like that. It's
They're
insanity.
reunited. I don't think you can pardon P. Diddy. A blue collar tax evasion is one crime. Diddy is possibly.
But he's pardoned other sex offenders.
Okay, sex offender. Diddy needs to go to trial for murder.
He's going to prison for. Well, no, he's going to prison
You
for
can
RICO.
pardon anyone.
It's racketeering.
Yeah.
And there's a whole channel
racketeering.
of stuff. Yeah, racketeering. It's called
Yeah.
RICO.
But
for
there's
those who
going to be
know.
civil charges too. Those are federal. He'll have civil charges. There's all kinds of things. But
I
you
hope
can
he-
get pardoned. If you can
I
commit
watch all the
international...
episodes of Sons of Anarchy. I know all about racketeering.
Oh my God, Sons of Anarchy! They really jumped the shark
ship,
after the
shark,
Irish.
the shark.
Remember, he's like, his child got lost in Ireland.
The stories just got so
It's so
outlandish. I
dumb.
was like, I can't believe
Why are
this
we
anymore.
doing this?
All right, so the next one. Do you wanna
Denver
do it?
Airport.
No.
Denver
I don't really
Airport.
know a lot about it. Denver Airport. There is supposedly
It's
a big
huge.
bunker built underneath.
Fun fact: I had to stay there for 2 nights.
At the Denver Airport.
I had to stay 2 nights. I was stuck there, and the largest blizzard in the. It was like
What
in the,
year was this?
It was in the late 90s.
Oh,
It
that was before they
the
did
white,
it.
the big whiteout they called it.
Okay.
And I was stuck there for 2 nights. I did not see any activity,
But that was...
but it's a big ass airport.
That's before Beyonce.
and it was brand new.
No. Oh, they had just redone
It was
it.
really brand new.
Oh,
But
It was
then
like a
they had
couple years
weird
old.
art. There's all kinds of things about the Denver airport. They had
Yeah.
all kinds of weird art that symbolized...
That's another movie I like.
What?
With Tom Hanks.
What?
At the Denver airport.
Oh, that
Is it called Airport?
when he like just
He lives
lived there.
And that was based on a real guy who just
Yeah.
lived there.
Yeah. Well, that's a conspiracy theory. Tom Hanks eats babies.
Is that how he
Wow.
stays so youthful?
Yeah.
If so, I'm interested.
Does he look that youthful?
Not anymore.
To be
I
eating
don't know.
babies.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would want better. If
Yeah,
I
I'd
ate a
want
baby.
better. If I'm eating a baby, I gotta
I'll
look.
just get plastic.
I gotta
surgery.
look 23 if
Yeah,
I'm
I
eating
got it.
babies.
Yeah. That's a tough meal.
That's like also
It's a
not
tough
that.
meal.
Also, that's not a super interesting conspiracy theory.
Oh
you're
my
gonna
God,
come up
people
with
were
a
mad. People were
because he was
mad.
fake eating babies. He's
Yeah,
not
they were
eating
like
babies.
saying
fake
that he was,
eating babies.
That he was eating babies.
I don't believe
Seriously,
that.
guys.
That's
I'm
weird.
telling you. Okay, so
Maybe
okay.
baby lamb.
Okay,
Okay,
Do
go.
it.
The
Get to
Stevie
it.
Wonder.
Get to it.
Stevie Wonder is not actually blind. I think this is so funny. There are so many things you can go online and Google, and Stevie Wonder like knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Like he hands people microphones. He
I mean, he's kept up this act so long. You think now he's just given up? He's like, I could see this whole time.
oh my God.
If he could see what they're dressing him in,
He has no friends.
they're
I mean,
dressing
literally.
him in
like
the
the
craziest
emperor-
outfits.
He looks so dumb. His hair is terrible.
Everything's
His
terrible.
muumuus,
His style is
He does
crazy.
not know he looks like Mrs. Roper from
Listen,
Three's
you
Company.
can be legally blind and still see.
Well,
That's true.
Well,
Like, you
then
could
he
s-
should stop wearing what he's wearing.
You can see shadows. Like maybe he saw that mic drop. He caught it because he could kind of see a shadow. I don't
Well,
know.
and don't people who
But does he drive a vehicle?
No, I don't
that
know.
would
It
be
says he
great with
drives
his-
a vehicle. The internet has receipts, so people look that up.
Who said that? It was like
is
Eddie
he
Murphy.
driving with his like walking stick outside?
He's like,
Well, maybe he has a self-driving Tesla now. Who knows?
oh, that's good. That's
Right?
smart.
For blind people.
I don't know.
We have to be able to program stuff and push
Yeah,
buttons.
you got to turn it on. But yeah, it's really funny. But there is this one time where Mariah Carey walks by him and he's handing her an award, and she walks right by him and he's like handing it to the air.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe he's been getting
but maybe that's faking out, fucking
surgeries
us
or
out.
something.
Oh.
And his sight is coming back or something. I don't know.
Now we're just making shit up.
I know.
Maybe
That's a rumor I heard. Don't
he's
tell anyone.
Maybe he's an alien.
Maybe. Speaking of which, boom.
I believe
Tiffany's
in
very
aliens.
Yes.
Say more. Say more.
Do you believe in aliens? Do
Yeah,
you
we
believe in
touched on this on
aliens?
the last
Okay.
episode. There's just too many stories.
No,
Well, the
I
psychic agreed that there was.
Oh, yeah.
The psychic agreed
The
there
voice
were
of reason.
aliens, so she knows all. I don't really know what to say about aliens. I just know that I've listened to a lot of podcasts on it. I watch a lot of shows on it. And a lot of the crafts that are flying that we think are alien are actually just the government.
Well, that's what the government says, right?
No, the government doesn't say that.
Like as far as
I-
like a UFO.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
What else?
Like Roswell, in New Mexico. I don't know if
Area
you guys
51.
Yeah, Area 51. But Roswell,
So the biggest thing that I just saw a podcast on this.
okay.
And there was this guy on there. He's an expert. I can't remember his name. I have it written down here. Stephen Greer. He's a trauma doctor. He works in the ER, but he has dedicated his life to exposing like the cover-ups on aliens. And he's had members of his team be killed because like they know too much or whatever. I don't know. He doesn't come off as like a crazy guy. Like he comes off very intelligent, factual. He's not like into scare tactics. Like it's very interesting, but he's had 4 people in his group killed. And he had
How many people in the group total?
that's a great question. There's 5. He's the only one left. But someone made an attempt
There's
on his
100
life.
people. I'm like 4 died. Okay.
You gotta
But
crack a couple eggs.
someone made an attempt on his life and he was critically injured and survived. But he claims there are 69 species of aliens. And then his other claim is that aliens are not aggressive. They're not trying to like kill us, whatever. The reason we're seeing more activity than ever is because they're concerned about our planet. We've raised so much concern. And they're coming to kind of like
It's like E.T.
Check it out,
Was
basically.
botanist. All he wanted to do was help us.
But
we
they
treated
have
them
the
badly.
energy source. There's the reason it's being covered up. The main reason aliens are being covered up is because there are like a certain amount of people that are in charge of this and kind of keeping it covered up because the aliens use like an energy source.
Like a frequency?
No, their energy that they use, like we use gas and
okay. That
certain-
kind of energy
yeah,
source.
sorry, and nuclear and all the sources that we use, electricity and all that stuff. They make trillions of dollars on these energy sources. They don't want us to find out that there is an energy source out there that is being used by aliens right now that would end all of it. And they're covering it up because it's greed, essentially.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the whole
Wait, I'm
country is
sorry.
based on greed.
So the aliens have an energy source.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's
Greer knows
people up at the top that are covering.
in the government or in
They're
the
not
world.
even in the government.
Just
So
like
this guy-
those transportation, like the Koch brothers, or,
Like, I would tell
or
you
the
that-
spooky guy that everybody talks about. What's that one guy that? I'll think of his name. Everybody,
Okay, wait. Say your theory again.
But this energy source is like smaller than a table. It's
Okay.
small.
Okay.
And it powers all
internet.
their vehicles, their life, their worlds, their
Okay.
universes, everything.
George.
And if we got our hands on it, it would end, the entire like energy sources that we use, like oil, gas, nuclear energy, all
And
that
that
stuff.
would- okay.
And these people, that's how they make their money. So it's greed. But this guy claims that like the president doesn't even know. This is like stuff that's like way out there. And he briefs the government. Like they bring this guy in, Stephen, the one that I'm telling you about, he briefs government officials on all this information.
Interesting.
Take it or leave it.
Soros. What's his name? George Soros.
I don't know that person.
I
Anyway,
don't know that person.
really?
Anyways, I also believe
George
in Bigfoot.
Soros.
and Mothman. So I'm a crazy
Like,
person.
okay, wait, is Bigfoot, like, was he a one and done, or
Oh, are
did
we
he have
back on-
children?
No, there's
Is he
Bigfoots.
still-
There's
there's many a
Bigfoots
Bigfoot.
chilling. Yeah, there's Bigfoots chilling out there.
Okay.
Okay, I see that.
And does a
Because-
Bigfoot marry another Bigfoot? Or, like, do they
They're
have
mating.
a baby?
They're mating. I mean, they're
Okay.
mammals, I would say. Would you say they're like a
Yeah,
mammal?
they're hairy like a
Yeah.
mammal, so they got to be a
I
mammal.
think they're warm-blooded mammals mating.
You guys,
Okay.
I want to go back to aliens real quick here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, in Arizona, and I did not live here then, but in Arizona, what's it called? The Arizona Lights.
Yeah.
That was weird, right? I mean, nobody knows what it was. Even the government say they don't know what it was. It's just these orbs that were sitting there dancing in the air and were seen for 1 billion miles away and then went away.
I mean, the government has come out and said that that they're real.
Okay. All right, that's
I
all.
just think like
wanted
it's
to rewind on
unusual
that.
to think that we're the only life
Yeah, for sure.
source. Like, right?
So, and
Like,
I think I don't know if I brought
But
this
why
up.
the
or-
cover-up is the question.
because
yeah.
people
Why are
fear,
they not
because
being
people
honest?
Fear
I think
the
people
unknown.
would go crazy, right? It would be like a stampede of
People fear the unknown.
get the hell out of here. I don't know.
Go where?
I don't know. Maybe they'll want to chop them up like E.T. I know you go back to E.T., but maybe they'll want to chop them up and we actually need their help or something. And,
We do need their help.
you know, Bill's dad, this is a true story. You could talk to my husband, Bill, who doesn't lie. And
He's
that
a Boy
I know
Scout.
of.
He's a Boy Scout.
He is. Oh no, he is an Eagle Scout.
An
Thank
Eagle
you very
Scout.
much. His dad used to work at Area 51, and he worked at Lockheed, and he would help make the rockets and stuff like that,
Okay.
and the jet plane, the whatever. Anyway, he would drive to this one area, and then they would pick him up. And I believe you'd have to ask Bill. I believe they flew him in, like on a little tiny plane. I believe they flew him in. Is that right, Bill?
Bill, call in.
Call in, Bill.
Or they bust him in or something, and then he just went right to work. He didn't get to look around or anything.
And were there other people?
So
or
he
was
wouldn't
There was
really
other-
know where he was.
Right, but he knew. I mean, he knew it was Area 51, but he for sure
That's crazy.
believed. I mean, unfortunately, he's passed on, but he believed in
I could
aliens.
have had him on the pod.
I know he would have been so good. He was really funny too. But did I already tell this on? I think
You did mention a little bit in the last episode about
did-
he would take Little Bill.
Little Bill. Oh yeah. Anyway, but he really believed in it, and he swore that he saw aliens. And I mean, this is a really smart, educated guy.
That's what
He
I'm
was
saying.
an attorney.
So is this one guy that
you
I
know.
follow. He's
Yeah.
an emergency room trauma doctor. He's
Yeah.
not like some, he's a credible guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Anyway, okay. I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, moving right along.
okay,
Moving right
Diana's
along.
favorite subject matter
Okay, it's
as
not
far
my
as conspiracy
favorite.
theories.
Okay, I'm still so upset that nobody has like paid the piper for this one.
Yeah.
The death of Princess Diana.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I don't know. It's kind of like
Your
when
name and
COVID
likeness.
happened. And September 11th? Do you guys know exactly?
I sure do.
Where you were when you heard that Princess Diana died? Do you remember? Where
I was
you
in
were?
Long Beach, California.
I don't think I do. I remember where I
Oh.
was for like 9/11. Do I remember where I was when Princess Diana died? What year was it?
97. She died in like August or September.
It was at night,
97.
right?
At night there for them. There's just for her, yeah.
I don't think I remember where
I was at my friend's house. She lived in Naples. Like Long Beach has this area like called Naples, and it's like a little Italian-looking area. Anyway, and I remember walking out. So in Naples, like there was like little bridges and little canals, and people were like walking outside to like they wanted to talk to other people about it. They were so upset. It was like this.
She really did. Like, she was such a different species of the
She
royal
was.
family.
Yeah.
Like, she had that connection with Mother Teresa. She was like one of the first people to not, to hug AIDS patients.
I was just
to
going
touch
say
them, to like
to grab those AIDS
humanize
babies.
them.
Yes.
And she just was like a different spirit than everyone in that cold.
She was a good person, yeah, and they are not, and they
are
probably had her
not.
killed.
They're not probably. I'll
Okay.
give you a couple facts.
Okay, go for it.
I'm not going to go deep on this, but like 2
No, go
years
deep.
before, she wrote a letter to her butler saying, like, I'm going to die at
Yeah.
the hands of my husband. Her husband was in MI6, which is like their military.
Yeah.
So when that whole paparazzi thing happened in the tunnel, her usual driver wasn't driving her.
That just gave me chills.
Yeah. Like there's so many things, and it's so sad. And I often think, like, how do her kids feel about it? Like,
So
it's
she
kind of
wrote-
like O.J. Simpson. I know he's dead now, but like, how do you, as the kids,
Yeah.
Simpsons kids, grow up knowing that your dad killed your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do you?
Because he did.
Yeah. How do you feel? Like, how do you face that every day? Like, it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
So she wrote her butler and said there's going to be
So
A
in
serious
'95, she wrote her butler, who she was having an affair with, but
she
she said
was?
she was,
think
and like
so.
her, yeah, she
Ooh,
was
I didn't
because
even
he
know
was
this.
cheating on her for years.
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
Yeah, the
With
queen
Camilla.
is his
Camilla?
mistress.
Yes,
The
yeah,
queen.
but that was really Elizabeth's, the mom's
Yeah.
fault for not letting him
Yeah.
marry who he wanted. Anyway,
That's
Yeah.
anyway,
fair.
there's a lot of layers
But
there.
you know what? I mean, can we stop this? Can we stop with the royal family? Can we pour salt on it? They're just gross. And you're so
I've never
dumb
been
if you say hail
invested.
the queen because you're giving taxes to people who do absolutely nothing for you. I feel like I've said this. Is it deja vu? Is it the Matrix? Or have we already covered that? Did I already
It
say
is
that?
insane
No,
that they
I
like
haven't heard
allow
you
the
say that.
monarchy.
I think
to-
the royal family is so dumb. It's so dumb, and people who support it are dumber.
it's just
well, they
shocking
live there.
to me.
What are they supposed to do?
They don't do any. Just stop.
but if you're
Just-
born and raised in England, and what are you supposed to do? Be like, no.
I don't know. If you're born and raised
Yeah,
in England,
yeah.
well, start a coup. I don't know. Stop it. Just
There's
stop.
no reason the royal family should be in existence.
Absolutely
they really,
not.
I
They
mean,
do freaking nothing. You know. At least I will say, at least the two boys, at least they were in. You know, they were in the military or
Don't they all
whatever.
have
So
to
was
do
the
that?
dad,
They
so
all
were
have to
some
do
of the
that.
brothers.
They
Well,
all have
whatever.
to serve. They all have to serve in some
Did
capacity.
Prince Andrew serve? He got,
I'm
he
sure
got
did.
wrapped up in that.
Oh, the Epstein.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway, but after the crash happened, you know, she was also dating a Muslim guy.
Yes,
which they
Dodi
did-
Fayed.
Yes, and he was
Yeah.
a billionaire and a Muslim guy before, so nobody was happy about that, right? They don't
No,
want
I'm
to
sure.
mix up their
They're so
pure
racist.
blue blood. Yeah. Anyway, right? We saw what happened with Meghan Markle. They were not accepting.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Anyway.
she's crazy too, but
Is she though?
I don't know.
I don't know. She seems pretty normal to
Well,
me.
you just
No.
like her TV show on
I
Netflix.
that show is
hate
boring
Her
AF.
show, and it's fake
It's
as hell.
so boring. And
Is
it's
she
just-
actually like that? Like,
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
she's trying
but
to be a Martha Stewart, and like, there's only room for one.
You know what I hold against her is her show Suits. It's the stupidest show I've ever seen
It
in
is
my life.
stupid.
I've never seen
So
it.
I
I
hold that
tried.
against her. I tried too one time.
Okay, well, whatever. She was just some
Okay.
girl.
Yeah,
She was
but-
an actress trying to make it.
Still, she's not as terrible as
She's
the
probably
royal
the
family.
hardest working person in the royal family. To be
I
honest.
literally
Probably
heard
is.
her on a podcast, and I vomited multiple times.
Why?
trying
She's
to-
just so boring.
It's so
Oh, is she
nauseating.
boring?
Like, she's like, oh, and then I write a handwritten scrolled letter, and then I put lavender on it, and then I seal it with wax.
This is literally what watching
and I'm
her
like,
show
I'm
sounds
like,
like.
what the fuck? Nobody lives
my
like
God.
this. I'm like, you're so gross. Like, is this real?
People
even
live
Martha
like that.
Stewart
People
hangs out
People
with
live like
Snoop
that
Dogg.
on a farm in 1950.
But at least Martha Stewart's real as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, real. She goes to jail. She hangs with Snoop Dogg.
She's real.
She gets lit.
She does like real
Yeah.
shit, but she's real. Like,
There's something more authentic about
she's
Martha
so
Stewart.
inauthentic, Meghan Markle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it makes me sick.
Yes.
I don't know her. She.
Anyway,
Well, I don't know either, but
yeah, same. We never met, but okay. Back
We
to
never
Princess
met.
Diana. A couple
Oh,
things
okay,
to
sorry.
tidy it up. So there was rumors that she was going to make a big announcement. He had bought a ring, but he already gave her that ring. So I don't think it was that. I think she was pregnant.
pregnant.
They never did a full
You
autopsy.
just, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you got to listen to like the legit.
couldn't listen to that
Okay, wait.
podcast.
So when she crashed in the thing, she was alive for 2 hours in the tunnel
No.
while they were cleaning it up.
No,
They didn't know.
no.
She had internal bleeding, and then she died en route to the hospital.
That is so dumb.
Or at the hospital shortly thereafter. If they got her
She
there,
coulda lived.
lickety split, she would have lived. Anyway,
Was
that's
she
all I
just
got.
sat at the accident scene?
They were checking
and
her
she was
blood
talking
pressure.
and-
Yeah, just for 2 hours. And they supposedly didn't know. It was 1996.
Didn't
by
just
the
the
way.
driver live, or who lived?
The driver,
boyfriend?
the boyfriend
Did he die?
died on impact. She did not die, and I believe the driver, who was not her regular driver, did live. He lived. I'm pretty sure.
So I didn't realize she was alive, like talking, hanging
Yeah,
out.
for almost 2 hours before she
Why would she
slowly
be there
died.
for 2 hours?
What
Exactly.
the hell?
Why wouldn't you
Because
send
when
someone
they
to the
called the royal
hospital?
family to tell them what happened, I think he slowed the roll. That's what I think.
I thought that he might have made that happen.
Yeah, that could have been happening too because there was, Yeah. There's a theory that the guy who was part of MI6 said there was like a proposal of how to take someone out, and it was kind of play by play. And her driver was drinking, and he was intoxicated on medication.
Yeah, I feel like you're right. He did live, right? And somebody sued him, or he went to jail, or I don't know. He
Yeah.
got shamed or stoned. I don't know.
Those poor boys grew up without a mom.
Shame,
Those
shame,
poor-
shame.
Shame.
The one normal person that could have raised them. Anyway.
Oh, I know when she'd be excited to see her grandkids.
And she loved her kids. She made them like wait in line. She was never like the
No,
princess
yeah.
that was like, oh, we're going to cut in front of everyone at Disneyland. She made them wait in line. She taught them manners. She was so loving. I think she was like a kindergarten teacher or something.
I agree with you. I think she was phenomenal.
She was
I think she was such a
lovely.
cool
Why
person.
couldn't you just let this lady go live her life? Like,
I think she was a lot for them. She was so outspoken.
let her go to
in
the country and live
media.
with her billionaire boyfriend.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like, be done with
But
her.
they didn't want the boys to have a half Muslim baby.
Screw bloodline up.
Yeah, that's not good. That's
So dumb. The bloodline that does nothing. The lazy bloodline with the bad teeth.
Yeah.
Bad hairline.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay,
All right.
this is funny.
all right. Moving on.
This might be my favorite.
I never heard this one, so this was new. But now
Shelley,
I have been
you
noticing
do it.
that.
Okay, Mattress Firm is a money laundering front because there's literally like 3 on every corner, and nobody's ever in there. And
It is a mystery.
It was purchased by the Somni Group for $4 billion, and it's company owned and franchised.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's funny.
And that's not like the conglomerate. That's not the only mattress company. So how are they worth $4 billion? You got the Purple mattress, you got the Costco mattress, you got all the things, all these
Living
mattresses.
Spaces has their own mattress thing.
Yeah.
Lots of people do. Sealy.
Listeners, pay attention.
Yeah.
Mattress Firm. If you pass a Mattress Firm, look inside.
Yeah, there's
how
nobody
many
there.
people are
Pop
in there?
in, pop in.
And there's a lot of employees in there. How are they making? How are they getting their
They're
commissions?
counting the money in the mattress.
But it's weird.
It is weird.
Really freaking
I feel like we
weird.
should go on a field trip to a mattress firm and
So-
just
Okay.
get lunch. There's one in Arcadia.
There's like
There's one right by Chick-fil-A. Oh, did you guys see
we should go in
Chick-fil-A's
there.
all torn up.
Should we go in there and be like, we have to use the bathroom, and then sneak into the back and see what's going on?
Wear GoPros so we can get everything caught.
We really should get GoPros.
Oh, I feel like
I
we
have
need that.
one,
I do too. I have a fake pro. I have a faux pro.
a faux pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess in Houston, Texas, and Chicago, there's like 3 in a corner in these places, or 2 or 3 in a
That's
corner.
crazy.
How and why? And someone please tell us.
It is kind of like
Even
Starbucks,
Starbucks
though.
doesn't.
Well, they're over
But they're
on Frankwood,
busy.
right? Okay, that's true. They're busy.
I mean, a mattress ain't cheap.
Oh, it's sure
But it's
not.
also something you purchase every 5 to 10 years. You're not
Yeah.
buying one every
Not this
year.
one.
No, I'm the mattress buyer.
It's
Remember?
not her.
Oh,
She
no.
still
Me
has
too.
one for like 15 years. It's disgusting.
It's 13
It's
years.
double. It's double the weight
it's
because of all the
perfect.
bed bugs and
I
dead skin
have a
cells.
the skin.
All the
protector.
babies, those bed bugs
No,
have had
I
inside
have
of her
I have the
mattress.
protector. No.
No, it doesn't work like that. They
Doesn't.
get under there.
No.
They're bed bugs. They're microscopic, bro.
If I
Bed
had
bugs.
bed bugs, I would have
Oh my
little
God,
welts
no.
all
No,
over.
not
Mites,
bed bugs.
mites,
They're,
Dust
like
they're
mites.
The dust mites. The dust mites.
That's
are
how I feel with my
climbing
pillows.
Under the mattress protector. You need to get that replaced. Should we take her to Mattress Firm and get her a new mattress?
Yes. That could be a good cover. You pretend like, oh, we're shopping for this one.
Hers is doubled in weight. She needs a new one.
I don't think so.
I just
Wait.
read that fact one day, and I've been disturbed ever since that your mattress doubles in weight.
Because of all your body oil, your sweat.
oil, dead skin, the
Yeah.
bugs. It's just, is that
It
disgusting?
is so disgusting. I have a friend.
I gotta go buy a new mattress,
Hold on, I have a
guys.
friend who bought on Amazon.
No.
No, tell me.
Oh, a
Stop
new
it.
one? Oh, I thought it was like Amazon Marketplace or what is it? Facebook Marketplace?
No.
Never buy
No.
a used one, people.
No,
Oh,
disgusting.
no.
No, she bought she has, and so they are her and her husband are getting a new mattress, but she has like the zipper cover.
Yeah.
And she says she's had her mattress for a long time and she's finally getting a new one, but she's like, and now I feel like I got to get that zipper.
Yeah, okay.
She zips
It's too
her
late
mattress
for
up.
you. It's too late. You need a new one. When you
I
get you a
have
new
I
mattress,
had
zip it
that.
up.
Well, I got a really fancy bed, and it had the zipper. The mattresses had
Like the cover, like the
Yeah.
whole mattress is
Yeah.
encased. So even if you
Yeah.
came home from a sick,
There was 2
Okay,
mattresses.
place.
like
let me break it down for you. These
Break it
bugs
all down.
are microscopic.
Oh,
can
you're
they
saying
get
they can
through the weave of that zipper case?
I don't know.
I mean, we have those on our skin already. I mean, I just got to live with it. I can't be investing in all the things.
I
would
always
go
say
crazy.
Bill and I would be billionaires we'd stop buying mattresses.
I know they're
so expensive.
But why do you
Bo's
keep
like that.
buying them?
Well, we couldn't
For comfort,
We couldn't
trying to figure out what
get
works.
together. We couldn't figure it out together.
You guys need the separate.
We had that. We had it twice.
Those are
and-
like $12,000.
Oh, you're telling me?
Who gets all the old mattresses? You just leave them on the curb?
I do. I give them
Oh
to the
my God.
housekeeper. No, I mean,
Because
everybody.
sometimes when you buy a mattress, they'll haul away. the old.
Everybody in our house has like a king bed.
Yeah.
And we just kind of rotate
Move
them
them
around.
around.
But we did finally get rid of some. But yeah, it's like very expensive, and we did have the separate thing. But those always come like in memory foam.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like that?
love
Bill
that.
doesn't. I love it. I love a.
You like a
super
firm?
I like a soft.
Or like a soft?
I want to sleep on a pillow, a literal cloud.
Okay.
I don't know. I have the most perfect mattress.
Yeah, we had the Sleep Number 100 years
You
ago.
didn't like it?
Nope. I didn't like the Sleep Number because it was like a thing on top of an air mattress.
Okay, when is the last time you've gotten a new mattress? How
Okay,
long
to be
ago?
fair, it's been like maybe 5-ish years.
Okay, because I feel like mattresses have come a long way.
They've come a
Maybe
long
give
way.
it
I've
another
been
go.
told by some of my clients that I need to go back
Okay.
Yeah.
and check it out.
All
so
right.
All right, we got one more. How do the Simpsons predict the future?
that is a trip, right?
How do they?
I don't know.
Well, it's just like E.T., like, or all those movies. Like, sometimes, like, things become
Well,
real.
E.T. didn't predict the future.
It's gonna happen, though. We're gonna get
He did a lot, but he didn't predict.
We're gonna get an alien, and then it's gonna all...
Yeah. Well, I mean, they predicted a lot of stuff. What was the last thing? What was the last thing they just did? I saw something not too long ago.
Ask chat.
But where is Chat GPT? It should be on my home screen. But listen to this.
What?
Hold on. Listen to this.
Waiting.
Hold on.
We're
We
waiting.
need
Hold,
to play
please.
the
Callers, call
Hold
in.
on.
the Jeopardy
I
song.
forgot I don't have internet. But they predicted that Donald Trump would win the presidency. I think it predicted like that O.J. Simpson would go to jail for murder. They predicted a lot.
Maybe that's
That's
who we should
weird.
have. The writers. That's the next person we should
Yeah.
have in here. Maybe they could predict.
Oh,
shit
yeah,
for us.
let's go ask him. We'll ask him.
I'm
Hey
gonna
guys,
email
call
them.
us. For Simpsons writers, call us.
Yeah.
I just think of Jennifer Tilly.
I know,
How
right?
she's getting that Simpsons money.
So Sam Simon, I'm a very big Howard Stern fan. Sam Simon was the creator of The Simpsons, and he was married to Jennifer Tilly. But he was always on Howard Stern. He was a big Stern fan. And before, he got cancer. And before he died, like a few years before he died, he had a big animal sanctuary. Like, it doesn't matter. I could have called his sanctuary today, and he took your
Animal.
animals. He was a really, really good guy.
Yeah.
So the fact that he didn't fight her in court
Yeah.
for that,
Yeah.
they were only married 7 years, and she's like a multi-millionaire.
She's got
from
that
his
Simpson
idea.
money.
She's got that Simpson money. And
Is The Simpsons still on today?
It
Yes.
is.
How many episodes? How many seasons? I mean,
I think it's 20. It's the longest running
show.
show.
Yeah, because those characters never age.
Yeah.
Well,
we need their surgeon.
you're
They're
I
so
just might have
lucky.
tall blue hair. But
yeah, you
yeah.
can smoke like a friggin'
Oh, the
chimney
ants do. They
and
sure do.
Still look good.
But yeah, The Simpsons have predicted a lot of stuff. It's kind of creepy
That is wild.
because if you think about it, let's just say 20 years just to be safe. But I know it's more than 20 years that it's been on.
Yeah, it's gotta be
They
like 40.
changed hands.
Maybe 35.
It hasn't been the same writer. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do these people continually keep
It
predicting?
must be in some Illuminati, some sort of
Exactly.
something.
They're meeting in the Denver airport.
They're writing episodes in the Denver airport with the Illuminati.
Boom.
We just created our own conspiracy theory right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who's going to do the you want to know what I hate? I feel like you should do it, Shelley. I think you picked this one. You wrote it.
I didn't write that,
I think
did
you
I?
did.
Oh, I was just being a smart mouth. So, okay, so you know what I hate? Like, if you're like, oh, I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in it. You have to believe in something. And
You got a question.
if you don't, if you don't question stuff, like, okay, so Layla's in high school, and it's funny. She, Bill's whole family, they're big history buffs. I mean, Bill can sit down here and tell you the War of 1804. You didn't even know there was a war in 1804, but he's going to tell you about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He loves stories. And Layla's kind of like that too, but she's questioning it. She's like, how do I know who the
wrote it
ruler
was
Well, yeah, she's
accurate.
like, how do I know that the Ming dynasty was real and that they really did this and stuff? She's like, this is
Right.
dumb. I mean, blah, blah, blah.
What?
I mean, she memorizes
It's just
it,
somebody's
she knows
perspective,
it.
yeah.
It's somebody's
Yeah.
perspective. And Bill and her, like, like he gets mad when we say, that we didn't go to the moon. But I mean, like I've learned from her, I'm like, gosh, I never even thought to question anything like that. But yeah, I mean, if you don't believe or if you don't question stuff, or if you don't believe in some
Something.
conspiracy theory, even if it's not one that we just mentioned, but you have, I
You're
think
a
that's-
sheep.
Yeah, I think that's more brain numb than it is
Yeah.
brain full.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Yeah.
And also, if you are one of those people, call in because we're selling snake oil
Yes.
and Arizona
And we're starting a
beachfront
cult.
property.
We're starting
Yes.
a cult, and
I am a
Shelley
real
is our
estate agent.
supreme
I will
leader.
sell you beachfront
and she
property right
believes in
here.
the rapture.
Like every time something bad happens, it does. That's the first thing. Oh my gosh! One time, oh my God, it was in Florida. We had a big house in Florida, and I looked on Life 360, and Bill and Cameron were there. They were in the house, but they weren't. I looked.
Were there phones
Wait,
in there?
what?
No, their phones.
What does this
I mean, I
mean?
don't know. So I mean, it said they were there in the house, and
Maybe
I
your
looked
Wi-Fi was a
everywhere.
little weak there,
No.
Shelley?
So apparently, anyway.
Did you uninstall and reinstall? It
No,
might have
they
sounds
were
a
just
glitch.
at the rec
Glitch in the
center.
Matrix.
They were in the big pool because we only had a jacuzzi in the house. And
They were
but
just- they were
I
just-
was like, Layla, where's your brother and dad? I think the rapture happened. And she's like, huh?
She's looking for it. It's
Yeah,
just-
it was funny, but it was kind of creepy because Life 360 said they were there.
Sometimes
I
that
mean,
lands.
that could be just like shoddy service.
Yeah, I
We're
always
not.
have
We
shoddy
don't
service.
subscribe to that conspiracy theory.
Yeah, that one's silly, but
Yeah.
listen, you can still be our supreme leader.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I'll tell you what. If the rapture happened,
You'll guide us, right?
I'm gonna be
She's
gone.
going to
I'm
guide
going
us
to
right
heaven.
to AM PM.
You're our leader. What are you're gonna ditch us? She just said she's gonna be out. She's not.
Well, I'm sure if the rapture happens, Jesus will, of course, take me.
What about your followers?
What? Yeah, that's what happens when you're the supreme leader. You go to heaven.
And what about us?
You don't care about all the little minions.
Save yourself. You're on your own.
All right, I'm out of this cult.
All right, people.
No
That's a wrap.
refunds. All right, you guys.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And we'll talk
See
to
you
you next
later.
time.